Okay, I've been combing junkyards for years looking for this. I just found rear windows that pop out, and the interior trim is gray, which will match my van. Removal is very simple. First, remove the 3 screws holding the latch in place, then pull firmly straight away on the trim, then remove the 10mm nuts holding the trim clips on, and then use a pry bar between the window frame and the door. Repeat the same steps for the other side. Remember to grab the little metal plate that clips inside the door, or you won't have anything to screw the latch to. To access the plate in a passenger side window door, you'll need to remove the speaker, which is secured with Torx head bolts, FYI. Once out, you'll need to remove all the butyl sealant from the windows frame. Okay, there we go. We got the butyl cleaned out of both rear windows. This dust was actually kind of helpful because it coats the butyl and makes it less sticky, almost like when you flour bread dough so that it doesn't stick to your hands. Same idea, and it was kind of nice having these be a little bit dirty. Screwdriver worked well. I'm also out here in the morning. It was like 35 this morning. I think it's probably 40 something now, but that helped the butyl not be quite so pliable and sticky. Made it a little bit stiffer, which made it easier to scrape off and just pull in big pieces. Okay, so we got the window all cleaned out. This channel where the butyl was, it's all cleaned out. I used some soap and water too afterwards. And what we have here is some all-purpose butyl tape. This is, from what I understand, the same stuff they use in the factory. This is a little bit thicker. It's all they had at the RV store that was nearby me. This is 3/4 of an inch thick. So I'm gonna fold it in half to kind of make a rope that will be about the right size for this channel here. Alright, so here's the window with the butyl tape all the way around. I started and ended here at the bottom in the middle. So we have a continuous bead. Let's put it in the door. First you need to remove the existing window, of course. If you want to know more about my rear window mounted ventilation fan shown here, check out this video. I had it mounted in black plexiglass, which looked really nice in my opinion, and it worked great for years while I was searching for a set of pop-out windows. It used all the same factory mounting methods, so the removal process you see here is the same as for a factory window. Okay, we just lifted it up into place and put the fasteners and clips on. It's very easy to do. And there's how she looks. Loving it. Pops out kind of like that. I'll have to get this plate mounted underneath here, get the screws in. One thing I noticed that I'll share is that I tightened up these screws to the first clutch setting on my drill to be very gentle, and then even after just waiting 30 seconds I could come back and they were loose again because that butyl is slowly compressing in between the sheet metal and the plastic frame of the window. So I might come back a couple of times before I put the trim on and just keep tightening those to the first clutch setting on my drill just to make sure that they're nice and tight. Just for comparison, here's the new window with the pop-out, and here's the window that came in my van. This is a 2013 E350 XLT, and there's factory tint on these windows. It's very dark. The newer one is dark, not quite as dark, and it also has kind of a golden or even golden silver hue to it. It's kind of cool. It's a little different. I did love the blacked out look of this, so we'll see if I decide to tint this or if I just roll with it. Of course I'm going to replace this window too, so they will match. A little retro maybe? I don't know, kind of like it. Removing the other window is the same process, of course. I didn't get any footage of removing the lower panel to install the latch plate. Apologies for that. It's fairly simple. There's 2 screws that hold the handle on, and then the door panel just lifts up and off of the door. And like I said earlier, if you have a speaker in your door, you'll need to remove the speaker with a Torx bit to get up to where the latch plate needs to snap into place. I did at least get footage of removing the butyl from the door. I found a plastic scraper worked well at a 30-degree angle or so to the door and a 45-degree diagonal to the butyl line. Just sort of pull and slice underneath the butyl, and that took it off well. Then I used a ball of butyl in my fingers to go back and pull at the large remnants, and the final step was to use rubbing alcohol and a rag to clean the surface completely. I followed the same method for folding the new butyl tape in half and laying it into the window frame channel. And I forgot again to get footage of lifting the window into place. Apologies. Next video, I'll show you how I plan to add screens to these pop-out windows and the pop-out windows up by the passenger benches so we can get ventilation when we're camping at night without letting bugs in like mosquitoes.